Ой, собственно, остановился я на моменте с проклятым монстром этим, от которого у меня сёру.
What the hell was that?
Блять, успел. Ой, блядь, мне просто плохо на этом уровне. Мне реально, блядь, у меня сердце стучит. Я не могу прям, не знаю, мне эта музыка, мне все. В смысле? Как он понял? Он до этого вообще никогда не это.
What the hell was that?
Блядь, как же он заебал. Да как? Он до этого ни разу не находил меня.
What the hell was that?
Что за хрень?
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Бля, ну он сейчас найдет меня. Давай, давай, уходи отсюда.
I have to use a specific dagger.
Да, блять, тоже не то. Какие-то хуйня. Да тоже, блядь, что за... Блядь, как ты меня заебал. Да тоже, блядь, не то. Они все одинаковые. Сука.
This dagger looks different. Пошел нахер.
What's the matter with you? Don't tell me that you're going crazy, too.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
Between what Irene told me and what I read in Sanders' library, I preferred to be cautious. You seem pretty keen to go it alone. At worst, you would have confirmed my fears. At best, you would have cleared the way to my merchandise. Thank you, Detective. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Что за кровь? Видимо, кто-то меня опередил.
Where is the bookseller? Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Блин, где же я первую часть просрал?
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers placed truth on the same footing as a religion.
Теософия неоднократно ссылалась на этот труд, но никто никогда его не думал. Существовала книга Оружие без пожалуйста. Блаватская.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Я же раз уже одну прочитал. Надо было, если первую не читал, то... Можно было бы и не читать.
What happened here?
Да ну господи.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Какую связь я нашел между Чарльзом Хокинсом и старым амулетом? Это ключ с знаком старших действий, что защитит ураном. Это магический медальон тяжелой цепи. Сотни лет назад на нем был. Звездная ветка, которая нарождает уже сегодня, все указано то, что прошлое египетское дорога говорят, медальон отобрал через ход. Много лет. Причем, потому что подойдет им поиски. Понятно, зачем знать.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Дрейк оставил инструкцию, как найти комбинацию QC. Если кто-то найдет эти мемуары, пусть не станет, что я больше везде. Моя единственная последняя надежда то в том, что мое тело и кости все еще пребывают в этой реальности. Тогда их можно найти и сжечь. Погребальную урну нужно отдать моей матери, если она все еще в этом. Следующее ощущение очень важно, чтобы не читать, если она обладает такой остротой ума, как и я, то может надеяться на обладание моим самым ценным имуществом. Он лежит в моем сейфе, а подсказки комбинации содержатся в 3 цилиндрах, скрыт там, где жизнь и учение объединяются в критическом слове. Каждый цилиндр пронумерован, хоть говорит знаменит, что порядок удовольствие раза, но беспорядок наслаждение воображения. Хоть я и сам прочитаю порядочный хаос, признаю, что обычно всегда возобладает разум. Если бы какой-то случайный человек, или лучше сказать, гений сравнится на интеллектный способ сказать, что выдать содержимое моему другу, коллеге, профессору Мискатоникскому Мискатоникского университета Армитиджу. В этом сейфе хранится только краткое зрение огромного накануне, но и оружие слишком опасно, чтобы попасть в плохие руки. Если можно оценить опасность, которую он представляет, поступить, что нужно в любом случае меня уже не будет, я не смогу помочь. Не помочь тебе, не поставить твоих действий.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Архемская антология, топ-3 вещи, которых не должно быть. Сборник сочинений американских фольклоре и городских книг написано. Эта книга входит в великое самое сочинение.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. Things are not looking good. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Так, Пирс. 5 очков есть. Потому что я не распределил.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red drops,
Красные
like
капли,
precious
словно
stones, lie
драгоценные
fixed,
камни,
set in divine
божественным
gold.
золотом.
To be the guardian of the
Хранителем
Grail
Граля,
does not
лишь
protect
поддаваться
me
его
from its
чарам,
attractions,
Генри.
Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. Things are not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension
Так, первое
grows.
про шахматы.
We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of
вот это
Arkham
про
editions
книги.
that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection.
Что там нужно еще раз? Королеву нужно, да?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark
Белую
soldiers.
королеву.
I see our number dwindling, and my will
Белая
strengthens
королева,
as my
иди.
apprehension grows. We shall refuse to
The
be
Queen
the
has little
playthings of
protection.
destiny.
4 получается, что ли? Что там было? Что-то про Грааль? Кубок. Я видел, где-то кубок стоял. Где-то так шел. И золотой кубок стоял. О.
The chalice of knowledge.
Кажется, сапфир и рубин складываются в какой-то узор. Сапфир. Сапфир это синий.
The chalice of knowledge.
Восьмерка, что ли? Так. Ну-ка, шахматная доска. Четыре, ну я все правильно. Или может другой порядок?
The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection. The chalice of knowledge.
Так, так. Там она, буду угадывать. Может, порядок другой?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall
Queen
refuse
has little
to be
protection.
the playthings of destiny.
3 правильных ответа, да что ли? О, это 5 было. Это было 5. Охуеть. 539. Что происходит? Я в другое измерение, что ли, попал или что? Риверсайдский институт. Когда он открыл книгу, его разум оказался в чужом теле. Да.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
What are his symptoms?
Какие
His
симптомы?
temperature has been going
Пропускается,
down,
кожа теряет цвет,
his
тело
skin
стало
losing
жестким.
its color, his body rigid. I closed his
Я
eyes
сама закрыла
myself.
ему глаза, они не
They were
смыкались.
glassing over. I didn't want them to dry
Не хотела,
out,
чтобы они высохли.
and I
Еще не
couldn't
могу
bear to
смотреть
look at
ему
the
в лицо.
expression on his face.
You did well.
Вы все
Don't
правильно сделали,
worry.
не волнуйтесь.
Let's stay
Давайте вести себя
professional.
профессионально.
Show me his file.
Покажите мне его
That-
карту. Это невозможно.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr.
Ты
Fuller has
что
taken this
брал
file as
и
well.
по-
We need
Невозможно.
it.
That's why I
И
called
поэтому я
you.
позвал. Мы же не знаем,
This
что он
man's
делает.
ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now.
Ну ладно,
What
ладно.
was he treated
От
for?
чего его лечили?
An
Мне
intoxication, I
сказали,
was
это
told.
интоксикация
After inhaling
после
chemicals.
вдыхания химикатов.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Превращается, что ли?
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't
Как она это
seem
смотрит?
slight protuberances seem to indicate.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge.
Don't say that. Your arm.
Some of his symptoms.
What did you.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days.
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger.
It's...
Whatever it is, this man has something inside.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry.
You know, in spite of the muscle contractions, his arm...
Yes. They can't have decalcified.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, what about his crane?
It's soft at the touch.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be...
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
Да он превращается, господи, тут всё
I see
понятно.
signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When
He's constantly under perfusion. And you won't believe me, but
he seemed to feel better,
yes. But that doesn't explain.
Его тело
I almost
мутирует,
don't
да.
believe it myself, but these...
What do you mean?
No. This poor man is from our... And this transformation,
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Как же меня раздражает
Dr.
этот
Cole,
фуллер, блядь, хочу
May I
ебать
know
тебя.
what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your
Да, да,
tone,
да, да,
nor
блядь.
your
Ебать по
insinuations.
тебе.
I've done to
Питер.
him what I do to all my patients.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your hope.
There, there.
I've seen suction cups on his Had I only read the report, you know what I...
Do I?
He's no longer...
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you... Your reaction does. I know it's your innocent worries for this man that...
For this man, and the others whose medical...
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life.
I will not let you do
Да,
this.
да.
You disappoint
ебать
me,
нужно,
Marie.
только
But
понял,
I
урод.
still have hope you'll one day share. In the meantime, take care of your own
Иисус,
Was that a
блядь.
threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this my word is of no weight against his.
It's scandalous. Can't...
Oh, that evidence. I need to find the missing...
And where would you find...
I'd rather not think about that.
Of course, Doctor.
Пойду, мне кажется, она сейчас сразу пойдет доложит.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects. This place draws you in and never lets you go. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked, so every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and...
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doc. Everything all right?
All is well.
Thank God.
Come now.
I'm trying. Sometimes I imagine she shuts down the...
Her time is my courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doc. Everything
All is well.
Thank God.
Courage.
Thank you, Doc.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Everybody says it. She's a witch. An old hag.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller, but rest assured.
That won't be necessary.
I will tell him.
А, все понятно. Пизденка это.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food. Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller...
Well, is there anyone else?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't...
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not, but your mother is... I'll tend to her myself. And keep...
Well, that sure sounds...
But those are just words.
Very well. Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, his potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2%
I'll tend to it.
Thank you. Hay fever. What's he doing here? He broke his back in an accident down by the dock. What are you talking? Yes, it's Dr.
It's the old whaling station.
The one that hides the...
Oh, no, not them. Everyone in his place. And me.
What did you...
Nothing. Nothing at all.
And that's how you...
Perhaps. I'll just...
Dr. Colden?
Help.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps
I beg your...
I suspect you of having a little too... But be warned. It could easily be...
You are right. The key is in the dormitory office and...
Thank you.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
What?
To put it in its place.
I beg...
I suspect you... But be warned.
You...
Thank you. I shall go... Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Где ваш старух-то?
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I'm going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth. His binds left bloody.
So, Doctor,
those basement brutes tied him up too tight and...
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but...
Do you have a diploma?
Excuse me?
So take care.
Чисто поставила на место.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden?
So, Doctor,
I've tended to her. Her blood analysis is reassuring.
are you talking about the...
She's still recovering, but you may...
Oh, We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since... Thank you again.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Да, да. Все что-то хотят добиться.
Dr. Colden, do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be... This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Ethan,
Maria,
what are you doing?
I'm...
You're not here for treatment.
Am I so I trust you.
Me too, Ethan.
Well,
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake. It seems stupid, I know, but...
Actually...
No. No one is... It's like I'm turning...
So many people. It's like an...
Do you... think...
I don't know yet. Everyone in Darkwater.
Really?
We don't have any...
Oh. There's no...
Take care.
You too.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost...
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I just...
I will...
Oh.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this.
I know, Doctor. We sent the
once again.
Can't you do it?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. Everything all is well. Thank God.
Courage.
Thank you,
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Вот, блять, куча инструментов.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. Everything all is thank...
Courage.
Thank...
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Па.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden,
I was about to mention it.
I can't take this.
It's not your fault if...
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm... Courage, Elizabeth. Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. I should go another way. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was... right.
Conclusions? Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos.
Why is Ethan on medication?
That comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings.
Какой-то, блядь, умный.
In the meantime,
Смотри на неё.
they must remain
Ля
in
какой
plain
умный.
sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Потом можно было бы и закрыть. Или чисто на... Просто наплевательски свалим, даже если заметать не будем.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
О. Пидорас.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right.
Ладно.
I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Мы прям как бравый принц. Идем спасать. Принцессу нашу.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
А вот часть первая. Ему муж Джон построил первый дом в конце.
An old diary. The Scylla is here, like in the vision. Colden came this way. What the... Fuller, too.
Да. Раз все стал читать. Ну, видимо... Блять. Мне в конце полный пиздец будет.
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her. God. What is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else. What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Я же где-то проход открыл, нет?
destiny. It has trapped you.
Пошла, блядь, нахуй хуйня.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
Пиздец происходит. Пизда. Что-то я посрал, Саш. сейчас должно все получиться. Или нет? Ой, блядь, какой-то пиздец происходит. Мразь, а?
It looks like things are back to normal.
Ебать, блядь.
What's going on? It never ends. Damnation. That's me.
Oh God! I gotta get out. I got.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden? What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now. No, it can't be.
No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
Colden?
наркомания началась, конечно.
What did they do to you? Can you speak?
He gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's of the oldest green. Violent living, vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me. You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Hey there.
I'm
out of your hiding hole.
Okay.
Нормально бегает.
Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it. I'd be better off finding a tool. Perfect. All right. That should do it. Let's move.
I'm your puppet no more, you bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife. Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you? No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck?
They don't want me dead.
Why? Because you are the one destined to perform the call.
Your wife thinks so.
Fool. My desire to protect Sarah is stronger than their petty schemes.
You heard her.
No, detective. She is much, much more than a woman. She is the Oracle. Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
It was her. Magic. The bookstore.
How do you know that? It does not matter. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
Then we get rid of its members.
You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Don't!
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
Нет ничего лучше топора. Все-таки он не бессмертен. Тут в него тогда стреляли. Он вышел.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
То есть ее он спас, а его не спас.
Come on. It's over now.
Что такое? Трупы? Монстр? Мы не пьем.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, sir. I will be in charge.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong. So ancient. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now, I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce. But I can't come back to Boston.
You want to hunt it? That thing...
Where? Where?
In the basement of the river. I met Francis Sanders there.
So, he met his fate. I must. I am the only one who can end it.
No.
I owe you no...
This isn't about what you would risk destroying the world just because you can't...
I am willing to...
No. You're just...
I know what I will not rest until the creature...
You can't give up. Even knowing the stakes.
Yes.
Still.
What?
You will stay here until I find it.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way. Help him find what he seeks, and we...
All right. Damn it. The entrance to the tunnel has been buried following the cave-in. But at least I didn't dream it.
Seeing you again. I'm here for...
I don't care why you're here. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence?
By following Charles Hawkins.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could...
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far... Feel free to ask me any question...
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
It is the definitive...
That is why...
Yes.
This creature...
It is a hunter. It trapped...
Francis Sanders was... How could a creature like that...
Sarah has an uncommon gift. I doubt that she was aware at the time.
And now it remains in...
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal.
That's why we must find a way of sending... The dagger with the strange sign.
If you are referring to the...
Do you know what he intended?
Francis was primarily a collector of...
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Sham...
Fascinating.
You mean that thing could...
Yes, that is why I am...
It must never...
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that...
Another one of your...
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful...
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscription.
I've already seen that sign.
Therein lies the problem. I found this drawing among his personal effects.
I'll follow this lead.
That is what I intend to do. As for you... Ah, it's you again.
That's all How are you, Bradley?
I'm just worried about Marie.
I'm so sorry, Bradley.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure what happened.
If she hadn't tried to help you...
I'm sorry.
It's that slug, Fuller. What do you say, Pete?
Have no fear. Sooner...
What are you talking... No, I'm sorry.
We must, Sarah. We need...
I prefer to be alone.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth? What kind of ritual was she preparing? Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here? Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon. She was trying to send back the Shambler. Knowing Mrs. Hawkins, I bet she was willing to fight. Charles Hawkins was ready to do anything to protect his wife. If the amulet can protect Sarah Hawkins from the influence of the mythos, I must find it.
То есть до этого
This
просто
is
так
the
проверить
amulet
нельзя.
that Drake was looking for.
Ah, it's you again.
I think I've found...
Let me... Yes.
I must tell me...
Yes, do that. Ah, it's you again.
That...
All in good...
I have it. I hope it will, considering that...
You must understand.
What have you seen that's so terrible you
I can't tell you now.
This story is...
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
Да, повъебывайся, гандон.
You bet I will.
Пожалуй, наверное, доиграю завтра.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
Чем мать твою выебал?
Listen, in my line of business, we are obliged to
We're not just talking about illegal surveillance.
There's nothing serious in what you've said.
Don't you worry.
You're going to waste time and effort on me. What?
Yeah?
There's a bunch of fanatics.
I suppose these are the ones who, while I'm looking at a man...
Influential people from your community.
You got a real imagination.
There was a tunnel leading to their hut.
Oh, how very convenient. Come on, I'll show you to your new resident. I hope that it would be as...
I have no...
Good night.
Mr. Pierce, the Truth Seeker. We meet at last.
Who's there?
I am the one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human. Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence. Excellent. Your mind has begun to expand. Your dreams have been gently shepherded by the being they call the Oracle. But it is your curiosity and your fate that have led you up to this moment. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your
короче,
freedom.
единственное, который рассудки не открыл, это бухать нужно было.
This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse. The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive, where is the Oracle? oracle. I'll let you see your fate. Our paths shall...
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the Dimensional Shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The Shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again! Algernon, come back!
Продолжу завтра.